My name is Jill Wilkinson, and I am honored to be serving for the first time as the congregation's co-president and to be giving this year's High Holiday speech. Before I get started, first, I'd like to take this opportunity to warmly welcome Rabbi Fursko. We are so excited that you said yes. You've already brought so many thoughtful and creative ideas to our temple, and we look forward to what's to come. Thank you and Cantor Bach for the beautiful Rosh Hashanah services last week and for all you both have done to make these high holiday services as special as they have been under such difficult circumstances. You both care so much about our community, and for that we are grateful. For those who don't know me, I'd like to introduce you to my family, our connection to the Village Temple, and what it means to us. My family and I have been members for over 15 years. And I have served on the board for over 7 years. My husband has been on the building committee. Our 3 daughters have all celebrated their bat mitzvahs at the temple and have been part of our esteemed children's choir. What I feel most fortunate about is to have gotten to know so many of you in the congregation, as well as our incredibly talented clergy and staff. Now I know this is typically the point in the high holiday services where people would get up, stretch their legs, outside of the auditorium at Kippur Union, and I get it. And in COVID times, you now have the opportunity to be even more discreet by simply putting me on mute or stepping away from your computer without anyone seeing you. But I urge you to take these next few minutes to stay where you are and listen to what I have to say. The Village Temple is a unique synagogue. We have a congregation of roughly 200 member families. It's not a big number. A small-sized clergy, just one rabbi, one cantor, one executive director, a religious school director, teachers, and custodian. That's it. It's a small shop, no bells and whistles. But because of our size, we have the benefit of an intimate community. We are very much that small town feel in an otherwise very large city where one can often feel they are getting swallowed up, but not here. What's so special about our temple, and which is why we've stayed, is that when I walk in those doors on East 12th Street, I know people and they know me. I am greeted with smiles and warm wishes. People ask me how Andrew, Anna, Ella, and Emily all are doing. It's like when you go off to college at a large university, you seek out the opportunities to make it feel smaller, like a club or a fraternity or sorority, so it's not so overwhelming. It's the same with our synagogue. We live in the largest and arguably the greatest city in the world, yet we are fortunate to have a shul that has built a close-knit community for all of us where we can connect with one another, where we have a rabbi and a cantor that know us when we walk in the door. I want to share a personal story with you, which hit home for me as I was writing this speech. 2 years ago, my husband learned he had cancer. I did not share this information with anyone outside of our immediate family. We were scared as we marched toward the date of his 4+ hour surgery. The day before his surgery, I decided to take a walk to help clear my head. My destination was Bagel Bob's on University Place, but I think in the back of my mind, I really had a different destination in mind. And as I walked down University Place towards 12th Street, I decided to stop in at the temple, unannounced. I walked up the steps to find the rabbi seated at a table with a couple of other members of the staff. As soon as she saw me, she took one look at my face. I didn't have to say a word. She ushered me into her office where I proceeded to break down in tears, explaining what was happening. I didn't have to make an appointment ahead of time or worry she wouldn't have time for me. She was there to provide comfort to me in my time of need. She gave me a mishparach charm to hold on to during surgery the next day, which I did. I squeezed it tight all day long at Memorial Sloan Kettering. She called to check in multiple times in the days following the surgery. Fortunately, the surgery was a success and he is cancer-free, and that is all in the rearview mirror for us now. The point of my story is to illustrate what a special place we have. It's not a factory or a large machine. It's a special place of worship, spiritual guidance, and source of comfort. And I feel blessed that it was there for us in my family's darkest hour. It's been there for us in our city's darkest hours of late, and we wanted to continue to be there for us always. Because we are a small shul, we have the challenges of keeping up with our everyday financial needs, which is why I'm standing here today. It's important to remember that while dues and religious school fees are the largest components of our income, it represents only about 2/3 of the actual operating costs of the temple. The difference is subsidized by your generous contributions. Now I know that standing here appealing for contributions in the middle of the largest modern day pandemic is awkward at best. But it's important to remember that this year has brought incredible financial loss to so many, including in our own temple community. Your contributions will allow us to offer membership dues and religious school fees to those who otherwise cannot afford it this year. Our synagogue's values state that we offer spiritual worship regardless of financial situation. This year, more than any other, that couldn't be more important. If you can afford to make a contribution, you will be supporting your fellow congregants so they can maintain their membership. Also, if your company participates in a matching program, please seek that out. I work for a large company that does match my contributions. I encourage each of you, where circumstances fit, to look into whether yours does too. This appeal is about a recognition of the importance and value of synagogue life and what it offers year-round. I, along with the board of directors, cannot thank you enough for your generosity that you have provided through your financial support, your volunteerism, and all of your hard work. Please continue to support us so that Rabbi Fursko, Cantor Bach, and the rest of our incredible staff can continue to provide the wonderful Shabbat services, religious school classes, holiday celebrations, and social events, but especially to be there for all of us during our times of need. On behalf of my family, we wish you Shana Tova, Tika Tevu. May you and your families and those you love be inscribed in the book of life. Healthy and happy New Year to you all.